We're going to talk just a little bit about how a face is made up and mapped out. So we'll start off with just a general circle little face here we're going to work off of. And the makeup of a face is almost everybody is made this way. They're halfway down. If you divide the face in half like this, as you can see from halfway here to halfway here, halfway there, the eyes land right here on this plane. And if you divide the face vertically like this, we're very symmetrical. Humans are very symmetrical one side. In fact, all nature is very symmetrical when it comes to living creatures. So if you take this space over here, we've got it divided in quarters, kind of. If you take this space here, and right in the middle of it, put a circle like that. Right there is about where your eye lands in the shape of the face. And if you do the same on the other, there's where your other eye lands, roughly, give or take. And if you take this space here to here, from the eye, the plane of the eye down to your chin, and you divide that in half, right about there is the bottom of your nose. Okay? And if you take this space one more time from here, bottom of your nose to your chin, and divide that in half, right about there is where your mouth lands. As you can kind of see it immediately, you've got the general makeup of a face. Okay? Eyes tend to start at the top, right on that same plane of where your eyes are. So you kind of put little teacups handles on the sides, and they go all the way to the bottom of your nose. So roughly like that. And likewise on the other side. Some more teacup handles. So just like that, you're kind of seeing how the faces kind of shape up. And from this point on, all it really is adding features, adding details, noses, pretty basic. They tend to come if you take the inside of your eye and come straight down. That's about the width of your nose. And your mouth tends to go a little bit outside of that if you're not smiling or doing anything crazy. Eyebrows tend to run across your ridges as such. And let's see. From this point on, you're just adding hair. Each person has hair that's a little bit different. Modern hair, you know. Guys like it short on the side. Here. Now, if you're aiming more for a portrait work, this is basically just a general, as you can see, kind of a young kid. If you're aiming more for a portrait look, we'll use Chris Pratt here as an example. I'm going to do a little adjusting on this face to the right here. Move it over a hair a bit. And shrink it down just a little bit to roughly about the size of his face, give or take. And what you're going to end up doing is aiming for refining features. Let me just erase all this out of here. We'll just start with that general face that we had. Now, I'm not going to obviously do a portrait of him, but just kind of give you an idea. You're going to want to start transferring angles. As we talked about this morning, the angle of the eyes. Let's get that angle there too. kind of a bald Chris Pratt right now. Notice how he has these little, he's kind of squinting just a hair bit here. We'll add his hair. Let's see how high his hair is up here. That width. Slips in here a little bit. And we're just doing this really, really quick here. Not aiming for a likeness, but just kind of transferring. We want to transfer this angle over here. So it's roughly like his. Shape of his face a bit. That angle a little bit. And then his hair. Hair kind of just tells the whole story for some of these guys. And at this point, we're going to take this a little bit further down the road for Chris, I should say, and shading. But we're going to have to deal with that on another day. Got it fixed right there. So you're basically just transferring some information from this side over to this side when you're doing these portraits. Okay.